So we're going to have a look at pruning Kolkwitzia amabilis. Amabil means beautiful, and it is the beauty bush. This has flowered really well. You can see it flowers on the previous season's growth, and you get these lovely arching stems with these lovely sort of almost like racemes of flowers, and lovely pinky different colors. Beautiful plant to have. Nice sort of quite a tall shrub. You know, you can get these up to, you know, a good 10, 12, 15 feet. So really is a nice plant. The ideal time to prune it, as with most plants that flower on the previous season's growth, is straight after they've flowered and just beginning to set seed. When a plant sets seed, it's using twice as much energy, and by cutting it off you can redirect that energy into the vegetative stage, which is the green stage of the plant. And so what we're going to try and do here, you can see that a little bit higher up there is some beautiful foliage which is going to take over. So the ones that haven't flowered, like that one there, and these ones here, they're the ones that you want to keep in. And what we've got to do is to remove a portion of the older wood. We're trying to keep the shape. You want to try and keep the arching branches, but still to get some of the new material through. So we're just going to prune out a third of the oldest wood right into the base of the plant. And the way to tackle it is to get right down here, and you've got to tackle it at base level. And so I'm going to use these loppers to lop off some of the branches really low, and I'm looking at the colour of the wood to try and tell me exactly which ones to do. I'm looking for the ones that have really kind of began to break up. A lot of the stem, the bark is peeling away, whereas some of the other material is not got that peeling bark and a lot more smoother. So I'm going to take out a portion. There's a branch here which doesn't go anywhere particularly, so I'm going to take that one out really low as you can, right to the base. That one, don't take that one out. So as well as that kind of material, you're going to take out all this spindly stuff, all this really tiny kind of spindly material as well, and that's going to open it up nicely. You always want material that's at least pencil thickness to take over. So anything small that isn't particularly good, you're going to take that out. And then here I've got a bunch of different material, but it's again not got anything decent on it, no arching branches or anything to take over. So again, we'll get the loppers and we'll take them off. I'm going to take it off here, just to extend the loppers, get a bit more leverage. Pull that one out. You can see already it's beginning to open up a little bit now on this side. So again, just take out the ones from low down, and already it's beginning to clear it out. Okay, I've got one there that's again got nothing on it. Take that off, and now I've got some branches which are parallel here. So there's two that are crashing into each other. I've got to pick the better one of the two. So this one here is not as good as the one above it, so I'm going to have to prune that off there, and that will thin it out quite nicely. So let's just get in, get round there, get it sort of fairly tight as you can, and that one will come out. Pull that one out. Now, rather than pull and damage the plant, what you want to do is to just cut around it a little bit, just to make it easier to get the branches out. That means the shrub, you don't damage your shrub as you're pulling it. So that's kind of there, and you can see now that's coming up quite nicely. There's another one there which is jamming into here. These two are jamming in together. So once again, we'll get in and we'll just get down, and where those two are jamming into each other, got to make a decision which one to take out, and I think what I'm going to do, this one's damaged, it's been rubbing there, so it's damaged already, it's not quite as good, so I'm going to take that out there, take that out, and again what we'll do is we'll just cut below, just above where it meets that branch to make it easy to get out. And again we'll cut that one there, nice and easy to get it out. Pull that one through, trim that off. Okay, and now we've got this, so that's free, that's not going anywhere, so we'll take that off. Take off the spindlies. Take off anything that's small. And there you go, you're beginning now to open that up. So that's beginning to open it up nicely now. They're not crashing into each other, you haven't got the crossing branches, you haven't got the damaged branches. So that's helping that quite a lot. This one is one that just needs pruning back. And so just looking a little bit more into here, there's one or two more spindly branches. We'll take them right off. There's one here that's going to grow straight across the plant, so I'm going to take that one out. There's a couple more, quite a spindly one at the back here. Take that one out. And we'll just feed that one through. Put that there. And then I've got some quite biggish ones here. I've got one here that is kind of been cut back badly before, and that all wants removing completely, so I'm going to take that out, and that will help it. There's another spindly one here, we'll remove that. And then on the far side we've got a couple here which although they're okay, they're pushing out low. We want a nice sort of vase shape on the Kolkwitzia. It'll look better that way, so we don't really want this spilling out too early, so I'm going to remove those two. Obviously you're going to remove all the spindlies around it, but we'll just go back to the ones over here and get these out. So there's one here, it's not going anywhere. Take that one out, and there's one by it, that one's all part of the same one. We'll take that out as well. See if I can get in to get at it. I'll try and get as low as I can. Take that out. Again, if you just look at the top of this, you can see this one I've just taken out. It's been pruned badly before, and it's not got a lot of good shoots on. It's got one or two thin on, but it's not great. And then just into the sort of middle of the plant here, we just having a look here, you can see there's one or two pieces that want coming out. And now we've got some nice sort of 1, 2, 3 nice shoots there, but there is some thin ones to take out here. We'll take that out, take that out. And then up here, where you've got a number on the same sort of stem, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's a little bit of simplifying to do. So this one here is growing, crashing into the rest. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take that one off there, and then this thin one coming across will take it out. There's not a lot on the one below it here. There's a little bit going out the far side, not great. So we could actually take that one right down to the base if we wanted. All these spindlies want to come out. There's a thin one here. We'll take that out. And again at the top here, there's one or two just crashing across. So again, we'll just take that one out. it out a little bit by cutting round. Take out this thin stuff, and the overall kind of aim with these sort of plants is to try and remove roughly about a third of the oldest wood if you can. This one again hasn't got anything on it. There's one or two shoots growing up, but it has got quite a nice arching branch, so I'll keep the arching branch. So we're just going to cut that off. Cut it through there a bit better, and there we go. So you can now see we've got some nice shoots. Just remove a couple more spindlies. Now I'm leaving this one even though it's jamming because it does occupy space on the far side. But what we've done now is thin this out quite a bit. There's a little bit more thinning up above, but you get the idea that what you're trying to do is to open out the shrub, try and maintain a nice vase shape, keep some of the arching branches, but remove about a third of the oldest wood. So some really good examples here of what to prune. You can see here where you've got this one that's flowered heavily, and this one is the one that's going to replace it. So all you've got to do is just to cut that one off, and you can see already that makes a big difference. It's sort of, you've got 3 or 4 nice new shoots now, and then you've got a lot of the plants that's seeding that's gone over. So the key thing with pruning Kolkwitzia is keep the vase, remove a third of the oldest wood if you can, select new replacement shoots, particularly where you've got one that's seeded and one that's going to be replacement. Remove all the spindly shoots and keep that nice shape to the overall plant, and you should sort of maintain a nice sort of flow and succession of flowers. So why not give that a go?